Today we're going to be discussing about putting different blades on different brand tools. Now, most of these blades I am getting them from Harbor Freight. I'm getting it for a cheaper price or just getting a little bit more for my money. I don't need these blades to be too durable because I don't use much of it, so I just need it in certain situations. I'm not going to say they're not durable at all, but they do last. But most of the time when you get a brand name blade, they are supposed to last a little longer. Now, a lot of people complain about me because I put Dewalt blades on Milwaukee tools and vice versa, but I really don't care. I just want to get the job done, maybe for a cheaper price, but as long as the job gets done. And sometimes the cheaper tool is actually better than the expensive tool. First, I got my Husky pipe cutter. Now, you might ask me, what does an electrician need a pipe cutter for? Well, instead of using it for copper, I use it for EMT pipes. One scenario is maybe the tip of the pipe is getting rusted or oxidized and it already has a hole in it, so it's sliding in between the box. It can't really grip it tight. So what I do with this is just cut the very edge of it and it will come off, and then I can just shift the box a little higher or lower and then tie down the box with the coupling and or the connector. Now, I used to have a Klein tools pipe cutter, or really more of a scoring tool. What you're supposed to do is just score the pipe and then snap it, because really you don't want to mess with the wires inside the pipe. Next, I have my Klein Tools MC cutter. Now, I love this MC cutter. It's my favorite. Either I go with this one or I'm gonna go with the roto split, which has been in the trade for a long time. Everybody's been with a roto split, but I prefer the black color instead of the dull gray on the roto split. I know it's just fashion, whatever. I like it like that. It actually saves the tool from getting oxidized. Now, the only thing is, this Klein Tools blade that's inside the MC cutter right now is that when it breaks a lot. Even maybe I use it a couple times and it'll break. And I don't really have a lot of confidence with it. So what I do most of the time, because this Klein Tools has already broken, but Home Depot always replaces them because Klein has a lifetime warranty on their tools. So that's what I like about Klein. You break it, you can go to the store and get a brand new one. But I also keep these roto split blades that comes with the roto split. I keep them in here. If anybody didn't know, you keep them in here, and you put this in here, and it keep them right there with you, and they are a lot more durable. Now, these blades, if you get them for a good deal, they're like 2 for $8, $7, maybe even higher. They're like maybe 2 for $10, and these are $7 each. But to tell you the truth, these, I believe, in my opinion, are better than the ones from Klein Tools. Third, we have my Dewalt multi-tool. Now, the first blade is actually a Dewalt blade, so it will fit perfectly fine onto this tool. Now, the reason why I love this tool is because all you gotta do is squeeze into here, and you can just pop it in. And then if you want to change out the blade to another blade, it will be super easy instead of getting an Allen key or something and try to switch it out. One is a second generation Milwaukee tool blade. It will also fit onto here, but it won't go in all the way, but it will do the job. It will not move or shake or anything like that. Now, this is the first generation Milwaukee tools blade. As you can see, it's all enclosed instead of being open. So you have to go get an Allen wrench or something and take it off. While this one, all you gotta do is slide it back and forward. Now, as you can see here, I have the first generation Milwaukee Tools multi-tool. I didn't really buy these. A viewer from Brenham, Texas actually sent them to me to test them out. Thank you. These are fine, but the thing with this one is that you got to go get an Allen key or something, and then you got to twist it off and this and that. And it's a lot of work. I think it's a lot of work, because sometimes when you using these blades, you want to just be quick about it and not waste a lot of time. So, like I said, the Dewalt one works just fine, but the Milwaukee one will also work real good on this one. So, and then Milwaukee is coming out with a whole bunch of different blades that you can attach to these tools. So Vice versa, you can buy it for Dewalt, you can buy it from Milwaukee, so they all work the same. Next, we're gonna have the Milwaukee Haul Hog. Now, this is the quick lock, so all you gotta do is put it onto here, and just it'll snap in. And if you need to release it, just push it back, and it'll come out. Now, you could have got the one with the chuck where it's twist on, but this is actually faster. On the chuck one, to use the key and take it off, and it's kind of a hassle sometimes, and you got to put a lot of force. And then with this one, it's quick change. Now, I also had the Milwaukee auger bit for this one, but then it really oxidized. You know, it's been maybe what 3 years, 4 years since I had this, and when it first just came out, and then my blade, which cost me 35 bucks, oxidized, or I think I left it in the water and it just got all dirty and rusty, so I threw it away. But instead of buying another one for 35 bucks, that's what usually what they cost for, like even the extensions, 35 bucks or 45 bucks. Instead of spending 35 bucks on one, I went to Harbor Freight and I bought these three for 25 bucks for three, instead of the Milwaukee, which it cost 35 for one. Now also with these right here, they're little, they got the little smaller one, they got the medium one, and they got the thick one. On the other ones, they're pretty big, and you really don't have no choice of the matter, and if they do, it's going to be very expensive, because then you got, it's like $35 each, $40 each, so it adds up. So these are actually pretty good. I like them. They work, they fit onto here, they fit on the extensions, so they did a great job. And last, we got the circular saw. Now, this is a 7 1/4 blade on the circular saw, and this is also a 7 1/4 fiber cement blade. Now, this is perfect for whenever you gotta cut fiber cement, or basically anything, because this blade is actually pretty strong. It's like a diamond blade, and it'll cut a lot of stuff, you know. So the thing is, with this one, also it costs 40 bucks at Harbor Freight, and I think if you got it at Home Depot, they're about to be 60 to 80 bucks for a brand name one. And I really don't use it a lot. I use it very little. So 40 bucks for something that I'm just going to use every once in a while is perfectly fine with me. If I were to use it every day and I needed to be consistent, then yes, maybe I would have gone to Home Depot and bought a brand name blade. And as long as it makes the cuts on the material, I'm perfectly fine. Now, another trick that a lot of people don't know, or they're clueless, is that you can actually put this on a miter saw, on a 7 1/4 miter saw.